All right, all you addicts out there, we're back at you with video number 2 of our Bank Fall Chinook series. So we're gonna talk about the whole setup this time, from start to finish, of what you need to do to get these triple wobblers running out here in the Columbia. Yes, I said triple wobblers. You're gonna get to use 3 lures with this setup, so it's pretty badass. Let's start with the rod first. Bill, I know like when I'm fishing, I like to have a little bit longer rod, a little bit heavier rod, so pretty much anything over 10 foot, 15 to 40, 15 to 30 range seems to be. Are you kind of feeling the same way?
As long as it's like a 9.5 to 10.5 foot rod, you're pretty good. I see a lot of guys with longer rods, but it's not totally necessary.
So this is a 10-6 Okuma Guide Select Classic. This is a 15 to 30. They make this in a 15 to 40, and then they also make a 12-3. I've used all of them for bank fishing. I think I like the 15 to 40 and then the 12-3 the best. Just to have a little bit more backbone and power when you're getting that fishing, because you do run a lot of the line and a lot of gear out into the water, so you want to have a little bit bigger rod. But for years we did it with 9.5s. Yeah. We've done it with smaller rods, so you can do it with smaller rods. It's just a matter of what you got, or if you want to go spend some more money to buy more gear.
Always fun.
Exactly. So now let's talk about the setup. So when it comes to from the rod, Bill, can you just walk through like start to finish what these guys need to get this setup going?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just doing a basic setup here. It's to a bead chain, so you get a lot of twists going on there. Lots of gear out there, so you want to be able to compensate for all those twists and run a lot of bead chains. But we'll start here at the top, and we're just going to do a couple beads as a weed guard, bead chain, and a duo lock. From there, we're going to jump into a 3-way. We'll put the 3-way on, and then we'll run 9 to 12 feet. Guys like to do a lot different rhythms.
Variations there.
Variations, there you go. So I like 9, that's always worked for me, but you know, I see a lot of guys that run 11, 12, and it works good for them too. So
okay, well, let's quickly show them attaching the 3-way and get a close-up of this setup.
So we got our setup here. We got our weed guard with a couple beads. We got a bead chain, duo lock, 3-way, another duo lock coming down off the middle of your 3-way to a bead chain again. Don't be shy on the bead chains, they really do help. And then we got 2.5 feet to our float.
And that's 40-pound CXX?
And that's 40-pound CXX.
And you can use any float. I think this is the Salmon Wobbler float. There's tons of different cork floats you can use. There's just any float. Just make sure you use a little bit bigger one.
Yeah. So we got a bead here to keep the wobbler or the float from going over your bead chains here. So a bead on each side, and then another bead chain, another 2.5 feet of 40-pound fluorocarbon CXX to your Brad's wobbler. So from here, we're gonna run down 40-pound, 9 feet, down to another 3-way, and we're gonna repeat what I just showed you here. So we're gonna do a 30-pound P-line right here for 2.5 feet.
This actually looks like a tuna core leader.
We're getting creative.
Yeah, this is something that I did myself. You don't have to do this. This is like a 200-pound that I pre-make these before the season. We can show you those in another video if you're interested in seeing that. Comment below and we can show you that in another video if you guys want. But like you said, the 30 or 40-pound in between here will work just fine.
Definitely like to go lighter on my leaders, that way if I get hung up.
Yeah, you don't want to. So that's the reason I did this. So that way, right, if this breaks, I don't lose my float and everything, right?
Yep.
So
continue again, and another bead to protect all your bead chains here, and another 2.5 feet to your Brad's wobbler.
And this one's bent like a mofo. We don't have much tied tonight, so we're gonna flatten that guy out.
Perfect.
The blurple.
And we're gonna keep going, another 9 feet, just like we showed previously. And if we can clip that one on with the duo lock. I like the duo locks because they just clip on better, and they're really fast. You can hang them up fast and onto the middle. Perfect.
Same thing, 2.5 feet, 40-pound CXX down to your float, another bead chain, 2.5 feet down to your wobbler again. So now what you got is 3 wobblers, and you're essentially fishing what?
18 feet.
18 feet.
Square area, I mean.
You're covering a lot of water, and in the Columbia River you can fish up to 3 hooks. So that's why we're using 3 wobblers. Now let's show you at the business end where the weight attaches to, and we're gonna do something a little unique here. All right, so you guys were probably watching this video. Everyone out there was going, how in the hell am I casting 18 feet of line with all these different leaders and hooks and wobblers and all this shit, it's gonna get tangled, right? No, so what we're doing is we're actually gonna run this out, and what we use is rocks or bricks or anything like that. What Bill's done is he's attached leader line to here basically to break. So what's gonna happen is when the fish starts to bite your wobbler, you're gonna set the hook, break it off, then you have no weight, no rock, no nothing that you're fighting against the fish on. It's gonna be way more effective, and then that's actually gonna be how you're gonna be able to run this setup out and make it so you can fish 18 feet of water.
Exactly.
And you're gonna show us, we're gonna have, with the help of Charles, you're gonna show us how this is done in the next videos of this series, which is how to run this monstrosity of gear out into the river.
No problem.
All right, guys, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit this little subscribe button. You see it popping up. I know you want to hit it. Go ahead and push the button. Thank you, and we'll see you on the river.